All right. Championship Sunday. You sent in some articles, and we're diving into them to get you ready for some serious football.
2 huge games on the schedule.
Absolutely. 2 games, and by the end of the day, we know who's going to the Super Bowl.
Can't get much bigger than that.
Nope. Commanders and Eagles kicking things off in the NFC. Then the AFC, well, it's the rematch everybody's been waiting for.
Bills and Chiefs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, obviously, these are always big games, right?
Huge. But even more so this year, I think. You look at the history between these teams, and, well, it just adds another layer of, excitement.
For sure. You were telling me about the Commanders and Eagles earlier, something about their playoff record.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Believe it or not, the Commanders, they've only beat the Eagles once. Once in playoff history.
Wow, I did not know that. So maybe we could be in for an upset.
Possibly. I mean, anything can happen.
That's what's so great about these games. So first up, NFC Championship, Commanders, Eagles. One of the articles you sent has the Eagles taking this one 27-24. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, on paper, the Eagles are definitely the favorites. 6-point spread, over-under at 48, so Vegas thinks it'll be a high-scoring game.
Which makes sense. NFC East, they always play each other tough.
Oh, absolutely. These division rivalries are always a toss-up, even if one team looks dominant on paper.
Like the Eagles kind of do right now.
Yeah, their offense, I mean, it's been clicking. And their defense, that's what makes them really scary. It's tough, man. Top 5 in the league, giving up less than 4 yards a carry.
Whoa!
Yeah. Any cornerback who likes to scramble, they're going to have a rough day against this Eagles D.
Something to think about for your fantasy team. If you drafted any Eagles, especially on defense, well, good for you.
Smart move.
But all right, so the Commanders. You said anything can happen. Can they pull off the upset?
They could, and here's why. They've got this resilience, they've been counted out all year, but they keep finding ways to win. And historically, in NFC Championship games, they actually have a pretty good record. Better than you'd think, considering their overall playoff history.
Really?
Yeah, and let's not forget last week. They took down the 49ers, who, let's be honest, were a lot of people's favorites to win it all. Their defensive line, it's a force. They can put pressure on any quarterback, so I wouldn't count them out.
All right, so maybe not a blowout like some folks are predicting. Eagles are strong, but the Commanders, they've got that, what did you call it, that resilience.
Exactly.
All right, so buckle up for the NFC Championship. That's going to be a good one. But then we move on to the AFC, and, well, like we said, it's the rematch.
Bills, Chiefs. Round 3 or 4, depending on how you count it.
Right. They met in the 2021 and 2023 playoffs. Chiefs took them down both times.
Tough losses for the Bills.
This time, though, I think the Bills have their number.
Could be. The article has them winning 31-30. Close one.
Crazy close. Chiefs favored by 2, over-under at 47.5. Sounds like another high-scoring affair.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's expecting a defensive struggle here. Both these offenses, they can light up the scoreboard.
You got to tune into CBS and Paramount Plus if you want to catch this one.
Best seats in the house.
Definitely. So this really feels like a battle for AFC supremacy. The Chiefs have been the team to beat for the last, 5 years?
Easy. But the Bills are right there knocking on the door.
And this year, it feels like they might just kick it down.
They've got the talent, that's for sure. And the motivation. Losing to the Chiefs twice in the playoffs. That's got to sting.
It's got to fuel them. And, we always talk about the Chiefs, and rightfully so. They've got Patrick Mahomes.
One of the best to ever do it.
Mahomes magic.
Right.
But the Bills, they've got their own magic with Josh Allen.
No doubt. Allen's a phenomenal quarterback. Can make all the throws, and he's a threat to run, too. Stephon Diggs, one of the top receivers in the league. They can score on anybody.
But can they stop the Chiefs? That's the question, right?
That's always the question with the Chiefs. It's hard to slow them down, let alone stop them completely. But the Bills, they have a pretty solid defense.
How solid?
They're ranked top 10 in points allowed, yards allowed, the whole 9 yards. They've got a talented secondary, and they've shown they can get pressure on the quarterback. That's key against Mahomes.
So maybe this game comes down to defense, not offense.
Possibly. The Chiefs, they have the edge in playoff experience, but the Bills, they're hungry, and they've been building towards this moment for years. It's going to be a close one, could go down to the wire.
Man, I'm getting pumped just thinking about it. And so let's say these predictions hold true. We're looking at a Bills-Eagles Super Bowl. That's what the article says, with the Bills winning 34-23.
Now, that would be a game. Bills, high-powered offense against the Eagles with their balanced attack and that incredible defense.
Like you said, top 5 in the league.
Yeah, that Eagles D could be the difference maker. If they can shut down the Bills' running game, force Josh Allen into making mistakes. That's their path to victory. But if the Bills' defense can contain Jalen Hurts and the Eagles' running backs, well, then it's anyone's game.
So much to think about. So many possibilities. And of course, it's all just prediction. Anything can happen.
That's what makes it fun, right? The unpredictability.
Well, thanks for breaking it all down for us. And to everyone listening, we've talked a lot about these matchups, the Bills and the Chiefs, the Eagles and the Commanders. But here's something to think about. What if the Commanders pull off the upset? We talked about their resilience, their history in these big games. What happens if they make it to the Super Bowl? How do they match up against the Bills or the Chiefs? Something to ponder as you enjoy the games.
Enjoy the games, everyone.
And get ready for a great Super Bowl.
Can't wait.
Me neither.